Lord, increase our faith. This is the prayer, the petition of the apostles to our Lord, when the Lord tells them that they should forgive 7 times a day. And it is necessary to have a lot of faith to be merciful, to be able to forgive 7 times or 77 times or always. And that is because faith is necessary to discover Christ in our brothers and sisters. And that is the only way that we have to, in order to forgive. That is what happened to Saint Martin of Tours, the famous story, you know, how he was a soldier, he was forced to be a soldier, and he had all his vestments, all his armament, all his shield, and he also had a cope that belonged half to him and half to the empire, to the Romans. So he saw a beggar, and he saw Christ in the beggar. So he grabbed his cope, he divided it in 2, and he gave it half to the beggar, and he said, I cannot give you the whole cope because half belongs to the empire, so I give you what belongs to me. And he gave the half of the cope to the beggar. Of course, the authorities were not happy that he had half of a cope after, right? But that night he saw Christ in dreams. He saw Christ appearing to him with the half of a cope that he had given to the beggar. So he saw in the beggar Christ, and that was. Many say that was the moment in which he asked for baptism. But the point is that we need to discover with faith, we need to discover Christ in our brothers and sisters, and how difficult that is. Because when someone comes to us wronging us, or being not just, or doing something to us that we don't like, or having their own habits and their own things that are difficult to change, we start, instead of seeing Christ, we start to kind of think about our ideas about them. He should not do that, he should have changed it by now, I told him so many times, it's enough, they have to. So a lot of our thinking and a lot of the things that we think they should be, instead of with simplicity and faith say, well, if this person is Christ to me, I need to be merciful, I need to respond to him in a good way, in a merciful way, as if Christ would wrong me, right? But always through forgiveness. So let us ask today for this faith. It's very important. In daily life, it's very, very important to be able to discover Christ in our brothers. And that is what I tell the kids many times. Obedience, for example, that is so difficult sometimes to learn obedience. What is the reason of obedience? Why do we have to obey? Because mom and dad say something that is reasonable? No, because they occupy Christ's place. That's the only reason. We need to see Christ in our mom and dad in order to obey. And that is the same for all of us. Okay, all of us. We need to see Christ in all those who approach us, so that we can have a merciful heart.